So today I want to talk about the hours and times in which a debt collection agency can contact you. My name is Jay and welcome to Ask a Debt Collector. I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. During that time span, I've done it all, from skip tracing to collecting to working in the legal department and management. Lastly, I've owned 2 debt collection agencies over the course of that time. During the last 8 years, I've been the go-to guy for friends and family for questions about debt. Now, I want to be the go-to guy for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment. I promise you I'll answer those questions. Let's go. No matter where it is that you live within the 50 states, they can contact you between 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. your time. So that's the key, Monday through Sunday. They can contact you anywhere from 8 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. at night. Now, the key is this. If a company calls you, and let's say you live on the East Coast, they're calling you from the West Coast, they have to call you during those hours from 8 to 9 your time. So if me being in California, if I'm calling someone in New York, I can't contact, just because it's 8 o'clock here, 8 p.m. here, I can't contact you because it's 11 o'clock your time. So that's very key. Understanding that from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., a debt collection agency can contact you. Now, this is the key though. This is a key thing. If you're not picking up the phone and they're contacting you, let's say on a Sunday, and it's inconvenience to you, the mere fact that you don't pick up the phone, they're gonna constantly contact you. I know me as a collector, there are certain consumers that during the week, they're probably always at work at the same time that I'm at work. So when you call, you can't get through. So I'll call on the weekends, and I'll, we had to work like 1 or 2 weekends a month. I would make a lot of money that time on Saturdays, contacting people on those days because they're at home. Now, this is another thing that you need to understand as a consumer. If you obviously pick up the phone and you let the debt collector know that, hey, right now is not a good time. Give me a call at whatever specific time. Typically, a debt collector, they'll listen to that. If you pick up the phone and you say that. But if they call you at that time, you don't pick up, then they're gonna possibly call you again. So it's very key. I always say to stay in contact with the debt collection agency and let them know when the times are, so that way, you're not being embarrassed at a call at a certain time or being inconvenienced with calls at a certain time. Now, what happens if a debt collection agency violates the time span? Let's say they call you at 10 o'clock or they call you at 7 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you document what it was or when it was that they called you. Keep it on your phone records, number one. Number two, you can make a complaint. Your attorney general in your state, most debt collection agencies cannot stand attorney generals because they regulate a lot of stuff that happens. So you can make a complaint there. Obviously, you can make a complaint directly to the company itself. But staying in communication with the debt collection agency, especially after you verified and in fact that you owe the debt to that company, your best bet is to stay in contact with them and let them know when's the best time or whatever your situation is, whether you can't afford to pay or you only could pay monthly payments or you're looking at some type of discount off of the debt, you stay in contact with them. But for a recap, debt collection agency can only contact you from 8 in the morning to 9 p.m. your time, wherever you live, your time, number one. Number two, if you communicate with them and you don't want them calling you at specific times of the day, let them know, but be available on the days that you're specifying that you can receive a call. And number two, just try not to ignore it, because if you ignore it, then you're gonna constantly get calls all the time at all different times of your day, which can be stressful and pit you at discomfort. If you like what you heard, like and subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions, put your questions down in the comments. I promise you I'll answer them in a timely fashion. And as always, be great.